There is a Clone Wars arc that's phenomenal, but I rarely hear anybody talk about it. You might think of Siege of Mandalore, the Mortis trilogy, Ahsoka leaving the Order, or the droid adventure from Season 4.
It's the one with the droids.
Oh, when they're out in the middle of nowhere.
No, I'm just kidding about that last one. But seriously, the Yoda Odyssey from Season 6 is underrated, forgotten in the void of many great stories that the Clone Wars animated series created. Let's dive into why I think it's a classic that should be regarded as one of the best.
Designed by the Dark Lord of the Sith, this web is. For now, play his game. We must.
Encountering an entire arc centered around Yoda is a rare treat, but it's not only his appearance that grabbed my attention. What truly makes it remarkable is witnessing this Jedi Master facing unexpected challenges. Out of the blue, the wise Yoda, who is supposed to have all the answers, finds himself utterly lost.
Rest I need. Yes, rest.
His entire world, everything he thought he understood, gets thrown out the window the second Qui-Gon's familiar voice makes an appearance. I vividly recall my first viewing back in 2014, seeing Yoda's confused expression. It dawned on me that except perhaps during Order 66, I had never witnessed him in such a state. Yoda, always one step ahead, suddenly confronted with uncertainty, a layer to his character I never thought I would experience.
Come to Dagobah alone.
The adventure really begins when Yoda decides to move against the Jedi Order and leave Coruscant.
A journey I must make. Alone.
And the moment he sets foot on the iconic planet Dagobah, he is no longer in control. Instead, it's the Force and Qui-Gon that gives him direction.
Follow the light. The light will be your guide.
It's the first time the enigmatic Force gets approached from this standpoint, and it's maybe the only time it gets explained in such detail, illustrated with such unique expressions and presented from a point of view that made the audience grasp a greater understanding of the entire saga. We get introduced to how the living and the cosmic Force interacts with each other, the possibility of immortality, as well as what that would mean for the future of the Jedi Order, and of course a foreshadowed depiction of the end of the war.
There is no other way.
Such darkness. Such evil.
With each day the Clone War wages, evil is growing in its power. What you felt in the cave is merely a portion of what the dark side now holds.
This profound journey strongly reflects what Yoda has overlooked, or perhaps buried deep within. A sort of nihilistic hollowness that serves as the backbone of the galactic conflict. The many challenges and visions mostly presented by these weird Force beings is put in front of Yoda to deal with his inner issues, to explore how the Clone Wars has affected his mind, made his judgment clouded, and stunted his capacity for compassion. It prompts him to acknowledge the existence of dark thoughts he may have previously denied, and most importantly, leads him to the realization that neither side emerges victorious in the war, which is literalized in the fact that both points of view are controlled by the Sith.
You spend your days in the decadence of war, and with that I grow inside you. Know your true self. Face me now, or I will devour you.
It's only when Yoda accepts the darkness within himself and its growing power in the galaxy, he understands this difficult yet necessary truth. While his failure to eliminate Sidious in Episode 3 is significant, his true defeat was partaking in this twisted war from the very beginning. Even as supposedly the wisest Jedi of his time, in this arc, Yoda is beginning to realize how little he truly finally understands, and how wrong he has been all this time. In the end, what makes this storyline compelling is that it humbles him, revealing Yoda as a character prone to mistakes like any other, and sets him on a path towards the more spiritual Jedi Master seen in Episode 5, a mentor who has absorbed the lessons of the past and is prepared to guide the Chosen One towards a path of peace.
We meet at last, Darth Sidious.
You cannot stop what is to come.
Whilst the final battle is all an illusion, it serves as a profound demonstration of Yoda's transcendency beyond the deceptive tricks of Sidious. It's great foreshadowing of what's to come in Episode 3, yet it's the mindset of our Jedi Master that's important here, that he chooses to save Anakin instead of killing Sidious. Yoda's decision to embrace compassion over bringing an end to the war by eliminating the Sith Lord underscores the essence of a Jedi's principles, and that he through his odyssey has been reminded of that such compassionate choices is what defines the true path of a Jedi.
Open to us, a path remains. That unknown for the Sith is. Through this path, victory we may yet find. Not victory in the Clone Wars, but victory for all time.
You have to remember that this was supposedly the last arc Clone Wars were going to create, and I think is a very poetic end to it, with Yoda understanding what Qui-Gon Jinn had known from the very beginning. It puts everything in place for Revenge of the Sith, while showcasing an awesome adventure that captured what made Clone Wars so special. The unique storylines, the great visuals, and a deep dive into different thematical themes the Star Wars movies never had a chance to explore. Another Clone Wars storyline I think is worth highlighting is the one when Darth Sidious truly makes his first real appearance. Click on the video to the left to find out more. Thank you so much for stopping by, and I hope you will have a great day.